mostly. I'm already playing the epilogue, um, see, and made a lot of progress. I think I'm almost done with the game entirely. So I'm going to make a quick video. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be quick. It's probably gonna take a while for me to do all this, but I wanted to show you guys where to find the rarest horses, the rarest horse breeds, and unique horses across the map. Also, at the same time, I'm gonna be making a gameplay, kind of taking the story a little further, and as well as catching legendary fish. So this is kind of like a guide for people who don't know where to find these horses, or who are just starting the game. I know this game's been released for 2 years already, but I know some of the horses were a late addition to updates that happened later on. So yeah, it'll be cool. So the first one that I already caught here was, this is the Mustang, but this is a unique horse as well. You can only find one of them in the whole map. And the thing with these kind of horses is, like, if they happen to die on you, if they kill them, or you lose the horse, you can always catch it again in the wild. So you can tame him, and they will spawn again if you go to the same spot in the map. But you do have to wait 75 hours in game, so not real life, real world 75 hours, but you do have to wait a few days in the game in order for the horses to spawn again. So these horses are very unique. They're mostly elite handling, so they're the best and fastest horses in the whole game. Um, all the horses in the game are pretty much the same speed. What really changes with them is whether or not their cores drain faster, so that you can ride them at full speed for longer. So that's definitely an advantage in this game, because the map is so massive, and I haven't even unlocked the full of the map yet. Like, I still have some areas, some areas I haven't explored yet. I will soon. But as you can see, there's the map is massive, and there's a lot of galloping that you have to do, a lot of going around in these horses. So yeah, it's definitely beneficial for you to have the best possible horses. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and find these very elusive, rare horses that are across the map, including the one I have found, which is the Tiger Stripe Mustang, and it's Tiger Stripe because if you notice well, I mean, it's kind of dark right now, but let me turn the eagle eye on. If you look at his legs, he has like some tiger stripes there, and that's what makes him so unique. But it's also very good fast horse as well. So you also want a possible saddle and stirrups, and that will definitely help you with the speed, which will help you save a lot of time, because you don't have to constantly be stopping to feed your horse, in order to refill its cores. So it's very important that you get the best possible horse. So the idea right now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go and find these rare horses, these very unique horses, all across the map, and then at the end I'm going to be selling them to the horse fence, which is right here. This usually will pay you the most amount of money for the horses that you tame, or for the horses that you bring to them. You don't have to tame them to sell them, to be honest, but well, you kind of have to, because otherwise they won't let you ride them. But they will probably pay you the most, and then with that money, I will purchase the fastest, best horse in the whole game. Now, I could either purchase it or steal it from the Blackwater stable. So this horse is the most unique, and it's the fastest horse. It has the best. It honestly has the best stats out of all the horses in the game, and that is going to be the rosy gray Arabian, the rose gray Arabian. So it's like a pinkish gray horse that is part of the Arabian family as well. And I don't know if you recall, but Dutch van der Linde, his horse was an Arabian as well, but it was the Perlino Arabian. Not the unique horses are Arabians, though. There are some horses that are not, and so some of those horses, like for example the Tiger Stripe Mustang that I just showed you, I will sell that as well. And so you can either steal the horse from the fence, from the stable, which is very easy to do as well, or you can purchase it. I don't have enough money. I probably will have enough after selling the horses. So I will show you also how to steal the horses from the stable, because there's a trick to it. Now, with the Mustang, I was actually able to find it right here, and this is the exact spot where it's going to spawn, without a doubt. And it is right here. This is where the Mustang, the Tiger Stripe Mustang spawns. The Tiger Stripe Mustang is probably the slowest out of the unique horses, but it's definitely a very strong, very brave horse. It'll probably take it a while before he kind of throws you off if it feels threatened or whatever. But this is the general area where you will find it. But there's a trick to finding it as well. If you come to this area from like the Bravo side, like if you come from the western side to it, for some reason, and at least that was my experience, and you can watch when I caught this horse like a few live streams back, a few live streams ago. I caught him. I think it was like two videos ago or something like that, where I caught him. I spent a good amount of time just looking for it constantly in this area, and it wouldn't show up. However, if you come from the east, and it is kind of difficult because as you can see, there's a mountain range here that's kind of hard to get around. But if you come from the east, from the Rio de Lobo Rock part, it will be there. So I don't know if it has something to do with the time of day as well, but typically, and from what I've saw in other YouTube videos, this horse only spawns, uh, I guess, during daylight. But I could be wrong. It could be you could find it in the night. But this is the spot where you'll find the Mustang that I'm riding right now. And like I said, the only way I got it to spawn was coming from the east and heading southwest this way. And also, this is the spot where you'll find the legendary pronghorn, which you can craft some outfits for your character with as well. So I also have one more legendary animal that I have to hunt in this area, but I'm gonna save that one for a different video. So all right, so that's kind of like the general idea of what the unique horses are. So let's talk about where to find them. So the first place we're gonna visit is gonna be right here, west of Owangila Lake, and there is also a legendary fish here if you haven't caught him yet. So yeah, there's a couple things here. There's an obelisk that actually has a treasure map in it, and there's also like this ritual site or whatever from the Night Folk from Lemoyne that you can also. And there's also a rock carving formation right here on this part as well if you're doing that part of the game as well. But in this area you will find probably the prettiest horse in the whole game, which is the red chestnut Arabian. It is a very fast horse as well, but it's mostly for aesthetic purposes. Like that horse is just the prettiest one of them all. So if you happen to find it, yeah, it's definitely good. Now I was able to find the white Arabian, which we're gonna do after in the middle of the night, but I have never really gotten the red chestnut Arabian to spawn in the night. So if by the time I make it there it's still nighttime, it might be possible that I'm gonna have to probably kind of sleep for a few hours or whatever, kind of speed up the time in order for me to encounter. And plus it's easier to see when it's during the day. Now the unique horses, the thing with them is they are kind of hard to tame. They usually take longer than the other ones. So because of these, because for that reason, you might want to track it before you actually lasso it, or you can approach it stealthily and it will let you mount it if you don't spook it. But you have to be very careful with that because it's countless times the horse just bucks me off and throws me to the ground and then just takes off running, and that's it. You will not see it again for 75 hours. So there was a time where the first time I encountered was the first time I played the main gameplay and like did the story. Like I beat the whole game the first time around. This is the second time I'm playing the game, and this time I'm going for 100% completion, trying to do everything in the map and trying to find all the different secrets. And again, it's a massive map and it has a lot to do. But that was the first time I encountered that horse, was during my first playthrough. And yeah, I lost him. I guess he got run over by a train or whatever. And I wish I would have known that the horse will spawn again. So again, but that was playing as Arthur Morgan. So this is actually kind of new for me because I don't know if the horses are actually gonna spawn as John Marston, but I guess we'll find out together. Hopefully they do. And you can stable them and you know, but I don't know. I feel like having too many horses sometimes is, I mean, it's fun, but at the same time, it's like you don't really get to use them as much, and it takes you longer to bond with all of them. And the way this game works is you have a bonding system with your horses. So the more time you spend riding them, and the more time you spend feeding them and taking care of them, the more they'll bond with you. Therefore, the less likely they are to like get spooked by animals and throw you off of them, or you know, just do stuff like that. So it's definitely beneficial for you to just have one or two horses that you actually like and prefer, and just keep those. So yeah, but the Red Arabian Chestnut is without a doubt the prettiest horse in the whole game, without a doubt. So now I wonder what happens if you sell the horses, if they spawn again. That would be kind of interesting. That would be an interesting theory to kind of test, because that would make a for a really nice money glitch to where you could infinitely just catch the rare horses, sell them, and make a lot of profit out of that. So yeah, not that it really matters in this game, to be honest. Like in Red Dead Online, it does because everything is so expensive. Mostly because they want you to spend like real life money on it. These bastards. So mostly because they want you to spend like real life money on it. That's why you know, everything is so expensive. But in Red Dead Redemption, you get past the point where you have so much money. You know, like if you get honestly, if you have more than like $3,000 in of game money or whatever, you're set. You don't really have to. You know, you wouldn't know what else to use it on. And not to mention, I always loot all the enemies and loot all the places and stuff. So I'm always finding things and jewelry to sell and all that. But since I just started playing as John Marston, I don't have as much cash. So again, the Red Chestnut Arabian is really hard to see, and it kind of lingers around in the foresty area. So it is possible that I may not be able to catch him this early in the morning. I don't know if it's because whether it will not spawn or just because it's just so goddamn hard to see. But I will try. If not, I'll go get the White Arabian, show you where you find that one, and then we'll come back and get the red one. I want to say hail to Imega, who's watching me right now. Yeah, I'm happy to be able to talk. I had this headset forever, and honestly, I wasn't using it as much, and Carla, my wife, was using it the most. So, but I was like, what the hell? I guess I'll do it with share my voice with you guys as well. So yeah, happy to have you watching, Imega. You're always there, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to you. And yeah, I hope I can keep entertaining you. I know it can get pretty tiresome for their channel, but there's a lot of other games that I have lined up, and they're just over there collecting dust, and I gotta start playing them too. But as you know, it's busy, and I recently had a baby too, so that always kind of, you know, doesn't let you have as much time anymore as you used to. So, but it's a blessing for sure. All right, so I think I made it in the morning, so maybe I will be able to see the damn horse. We'll see. There is another really cool horse that you can find, and that is the Silver Dapple Pinto, the Missouri Foxtrotter, and that one is really elusive as well. But you actually have a chance to get it during chapter 2. There is a yeah, there is a way to get that one. And I'll explain that little glitch later, but I've heard that they patched it up, and I wasn't honestly able to do it in this playthrough. So, all right, so somewhere here the Arabian should be. Like I told you, it is hard to see because it's a wooded area. But once you get to this part of the lake, to this side of the lake, you might want to start just going slow, or either go on foot to see if you can run into it. Because if he gets spooked, I'm telling you, this is the fastest horse you've ever seen on like a rough terrain. Not so much on an actual road, but on like this kind of terrain, it takes off and you will never see the damn thing again. And I see it right now. You see it's red code right there. So what you want to do is you want to get your binoculars. And once you zoom in on it, you want to track it. Because like I said, if you don't, then there's a big possibility you'll lose it forever. So I'm going to take my chances and try to just mount it. See if he would let me do it. Instead of lassoing it, because I think I have a better chance at it not running on me forever. So here's what you do. You want to be calming. You want to be like approach it slowly and calm it down. Make sure it doesn't run away. Approach it slowly. And once you get close enough, it should let you mount it. And there you go. And then you mount it right there. And here comes the hard part. Like I said, this motherfucker always throws me off. It is so goddamn hard to tame. But if you manage to do it, then the horse will be yours. And like I said, it's probably the prettiest horse in the whole game. There he goes. So, as I suspected. But thankfully we're tracking it, so... Oh, I guess I'm not. God damn it. Alright. Hopefully I don't lose sight of it. So... Yeah, come on. Help me out. Let's go catch the bastard. Alright, so I guess I'm going for the lasso approach. The most important thing is you don't lose sight of it, because these kind of horses will throw you off at least 3-4 times. I'm telling you. Unless you're really skilled and not a dumbass like me. But let's see. Now, another thing you gotta consider, like right now I know what's about to happen. It's lassoing the horses drain your cores, like your energy cores. So you might want to be as fast as you possibly can, because if you run out of energy to do it, that will happen. So again, try to not lose sight of it. Whatever you do, you can also like refuel your cores.
Now, why'd you do that?
Let me see what I have as far as tonics. Well, I guess I don't have shit. Another thing I have tried and it actually works is you shoot at the horse to where you don't kill it but you injure it. Then you revive it and that way you don't lose sight of it. I have done that before and it has worked. You gotta get really close to it before you lasso it. Alright, come on, buddy. Don't run on me no more.
There you go.
And like past these mountains is considered outside of the map. I don't know if the horse will actually go outside the map. I think he does, because several times when I have actually lost the horse, it just like completely disappears on me. So I don't know if it's hiding in the woods or if it goes over the map. It could be.
Girl, just so we can talk. Stay calm, friend. Please. Now where are you off to?
You serious? Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna try this shoot it approach. Hopefully I don't kill it. Alright. So, thankfully there are some tracks here that he left behind, so we can actually go after him. So there's no way he can hide from me now. There you are.
Good girl. Don't mean we ain't friends. It's okay. You're not so friendly, is ya?
Or I'm actually not gonna shoot it because I don't want to take my chances in killing it and then having to wait 3 days for it to spawn again.
Doing okay, girl? Just want to stop you running off. That's not very friendly.
This is one elusive bastard, I'll tell you.
Come
Thankfully, it leaves tracks like any other animal, so you can
Okay.
always come back and get it later too. But I think what's happening to me right now is I just don't have any energy, so I need some of this. Now you can see why this one's so easy for you to lose. It's like it blends in perfectly with the environment, but that's I think true of all the Arabians. Like the white Arabian is in the snow, so you know it's easy for you to like not see it. So that might be why they're so hard to catch too. It's just the visibility part of it.
Come talk to me, won't
Okay, now this should do because I have plenty of energy now.
friend? It's nothing.
Okay.
Nuh-uh.
Alright, hopefully you let me ride it.
Easy. Hey now.
Come on. Don't throw me off.
Calm down. Enough of that.
Ah. And of course I'll roll down the damn
Very good. Well,
mountain. Oh, I lost the damn track. Okay. See, I'm telling you, I think this horse goes over the map when you spook it too much. Because, like, where else did it go? And it leaves no tracks. So this one's the hardest one to catch for sure. I mean, at least I know they spawn. I guess. Yeah, thank you for cheering me up, Omega. It really helps me. So this one is for sure the hardest one to find and tame. So that's the good news, that I almost tamed it, and it is for sure the hardest one to catch. The other ones are much easier. So because I lost it, I'll probably come back for it later. I don't want to waste too much time getting this one. But let's get the other beautiful, unique horses that are nearby anyways. I'm really close to another one too. Yeah, that's true, Johnny Cage. So the next horse, the white Arabian, we're gonna find it somewhere in this area of the map. Like I said, it is completely white. It's a completely white horse, so you might miss it in the snow. And I'll come back for this beast later, unless he's like hiding around here. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, anyways, that was the Red Arabian, the prettiest horse in the game and the hardest one to catch and tame. You will see the difference when you're trying to tame the other one. I'm trying to tame the other ones right now, how much easier to tame they are. But this one is without a doubt the most challenging one. Alright, so let's go get the White Arabian. He's right around the corner here. And actually, the White Arabian has much better stats than all of them combined. It's the second best horse in the game, as opposed to the white horse charcoal. Sure, I could, but I'm not actually keeping them though. I'm gonna sell them all, and I'm gonna show you what the ultimate horse is in the game, which unfortunately it doesn't spawn freely in nature in the game. It's only in the stable, but even then you can still kind of like steal it from the stable as well. So I'll show you all that in a minute. So yeah. There's also a Black Arabian, but that one it's like you can find it. There's two ways to find that horse. The Black Arabian, you can either buy it out of the Saint Denis stable, or you can also there's like this little side mission that is super easy to miss, and that is you just have to be kind of like galloping around the Saint Denis area. Especially, I'll tell you where it does spawn without like for sure is going to spawn in this area between the I and the N. And what happens is like there is this guy who's robbing this couple, this man and this woman who just walking by. He pulls a gun on them and he kills them. If you kill the man, then you can steal his horse, and he's actually riding a Black Arabian. And that's the only other time that it's going to spawn freely in the map. Now the ultimate horse, the one I've been talking about, that is the fastest, best stats, and is just the best overall horse. It's out of you can only get it during the epilogue. There is some kind of glitch that makes it spawn. But to be honest with you, I tried the damn glitch like 40, 50 times and it didn't. And it's supposed to spawn around this area right here. Exactly, I'll tell you where. Exactly right here between either between these buildings, these three buildings. That's like a little makeshift stable that the city has. And sometimes, for some reason, the best possible horses would just be there chilling. If you're lucky and somehow happen to find it, then of course it'll be yours. But like I told you, I probably tried it for a good 3 days or so, and it just never appeared. So, but I know that some people have gotten the best horses right there, and they're chilling and they're already tamed. So you don't even have to break them or anything. You just kind of have to. You just put, and in fact, like the people who are taking care of them don't even mind if you just take them. So they won't shoot at you or anything. But it's probably already patched. I know they've been patching a lot of these things because, God forbid, we have any goddamn fun with this game. But Rockstar is always trying to make everything so much more difficult than it needs to be. I felt like there was something here. Alright, there's nothing. That was probably just the thing I killed. Alright. So, we see the snow now, so we're close to... of course. How many fucking wolves is there? Alright, so like as you can see, this is the biggest advantage with the Mustang. Any other horse would have already thrown me off. But this one's a little braver, so that's good. Like I said, this horse I'm riding is also one of those unique horses you can only tame in the wild. And at the beginning of the video, if you just at the beginning of the video, if you're just watching right now, I showed you where to find it. So come on.
Stay strong, girl. Fill your belly.
And let me give it like the good stuff. All right. Now let's go find the White Arabian. That area right there as well, the where the White Arabian chills, where it's always hanging out. It's also where a legendary animal spawns. This is like the white bison, I think it is, or something like that. So I'll show you where it is. Like yeah, right here. So there's the white bison. I already killed it, so it will not spawn again. And there is this really cool big looking fish that you can catch there as well. So also this game is so hyper realistic. Like when you go to like different weathers and stuff like that, if you're not dressed appropriately for the weather, it will. Now I have to be. I don't know if I have another outfit. I don't think I do. Not save on my horse at least. So you just kind of have to be replenishing all your cores constantly because it's cold, and if I get cold, then I get sick or whatever. So yeah, just keep that in mind. if you're only playing this game for the first time. Alright, so I think around here, is this the lake? Because there's like a bunch of lakes on it. Yeah, so around here is where it should kind of become, it should kind of spawn now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all my cores filled up, especially this. And thankfully this horse is a lot easier to tame. Some people might think it's actually more beautiful than the red one. But yeah. So no, that's just a rabbit. Let me see. That's not it, I promise. Oh, there it is. See, it's really hard to miss if you're not looking for it. So there it is. The white Arabian. This one will probably buck me off once or twice, but definitely not as much as the red one. This one is so much easier to tame. And it's, like I said, it's the second best horse in the whole game. It has some of the best stats as well. So,
See?
yeah.
You and I are friends. Not a big deal. It's fine. Oh, damn.
Alright, so it's time to break it. And of course my other horse got in the way, so he might be doing me a service there. Alright, so there you go. So this horse is now broken and tamed. So now I have two unique horses that, yeah, oh yeah, that does look like, yeah, this is the Arabian horse. So two of the unique horses that you can only find one of in the whole map, and that is the location. Again, I found it right around here. That's where this horse usually chills. Now we're actually gonna go find the weirdest looking horse in the whole game, and it's also a very unique horse, and is the brindle Arabian. So you're gonna have to go to the Indian reservation right here, the Wapiti reservation, and go over the mountains, and it's really hard to see the horse, but not as hard to tame as the red one, like I said. So let's go get that one real fast. And like I said, the more you like bond with the horse, the more you ride it and give it food and stuff like that.
Oh, miss. Had an appetite.
The more likely it'll be to like stick around and respond to your whistles and stuff like that. Now I think that I've heard that if you like have too many side horses, some of them might just kind of walk away from you and you never see them again. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm gonna try to take all of them at once to the horse fence and try to sell them all at once, but we'll see. Hopefully I don't lose any of them on the way there, because like I said, they just kind of get confused or whatever, or I don't know, like the game, like I said, God forbid we have any fun playing the game, Rockstar will just completely stop you from being able to do that. But I'll take my chances. I'll see if I can do that. So as you can see, this one is the second fastest horse, and if he had my saddle, it would be much faster, and I wouldn't have to be refilling its cores all the time. So yeah, definitely, if you're just playing this game for the first time, or if you want to replay it, revisit the game, I know there is a lot of things that people always miss the first time they play it because it's so massive, the map is so massive, and there's so much to do. And you can get this horse from the start of the game, from like chapter 2. Because in chapter one you cannot really wander around that much, and you don't even know how to. You don't even have a lasso, so you couldn't really tame the horse if you wanted to. But in chapter two is really where things start kicking off for the game, and where actual stuff, like actual things, start happening, and where you can actually explore the open world. So from as early as chapter 2 you can get any of the horses I just mentioned, except of course for the Mustang, because it's in the desert, which for some reason is inaccessible during the first episode, to the first chapters of the game. Um, it's not that you cannot like physically enter it, but if you do, then like invisible snipers will start shooting at you from random directions. And there is of course a way, like always, like people just playing the game, they find ways to cheat the system, I guess. There is a way to go to the desert, to the western part of the map as Arthur, when you first play like the first few chapters of the game. Uh, but it's but you will constantly be getting shot at by snipers. So, and that way is to grab a, not a stagecoach, but the ones with the roof. I think buggies, I think they're called, or whatever you call them. I remember. But you have one of those, and the sniper will not be able to shoot you. Or another way you can do it is you grab an animal carcass, a big animal carcass, like say a pronghorn or a deer or something like that, and you carry it on your shoulders, and the sniper will always hit the animal instead of hitting you. So that's another thing you can do, and that way you will access the map. But I mean, there's really no point, since you cannot move freely or really explore. And but if there's things you need to find there in the desert for your character, like the dinosaur bones, and complete all that, and you're going for a 100% completion, then I guess you don't mind. But like I said, it just takes way too long to try to pull that off, and you will be killed several times and have to restart the whole thing over. So it's just better just to wait, in my opinion. There used to be another glitch that was like kind of legendary in a way. That was after completing a mission for, I think it was either chapter 4 or chapter 5. For some reason, if you got caught by the cops in the middle of doing the mission, and you traveled to to the desert, like you will not be a wanted man. Like they will not be shooting. They will not be shooting for you or anything like that. So that was kind of cool. But of course they patched it up, and now you can't do that anymore. So. Alright, so now I have fully bonded with this horse, at least at level 1 bond. And what does that mean? Well, you can actually unlock some tricks with the horse, like rearing, and it will have a larger range to where it can hear your whistles and come for you. So yeah, it's definitely a plus to just stick with one horse, or maybe even two tops, and not have that many. Alright, so now I'm at the Wapiti reservation. Now I hate coming here because your horse automatically slows you down, and you cannot use weapons in the area. You cannot basically do anything in this area. Mostly because I guess Rockstar didn't want you like killing any Indians, because it probably would look bad on them. But right now, actually, that doesn't happen, because if you remember at the end of chapter 6, before Arthur dies, the whole tribe kind of packs and leaves. So now you can use weapons. Oh yeah, you can. So that's cool. Alright, so where is this horse at? This horse should be somewhere. Yeah, I would say around that area. But it's kind of a big area. So let's try that spot. Actually, I think he's probably more likely to spawn over here. And it's another really beautiful, really rare horse. I really love the design that they did for it. It's kind of like black with red stripes or looking. I wonder if there's horses in real life that look like that. I don't know. Johnny Cage can tell me in the comment section, since he seems to know a little bit about that. Um, I mean, obviously horses can have either of these coats, but I wonder about the red Arabian and the one I'm about to catch too, if they can actually have those coats, because that would be cool to have a horse like that in real life. All right, so somewhere around here, this horse has gotta be. And the problem with these horses, like I said, is they are elusive and they hide in the tree, like among the trees or the plants or something like that. And there it is. All right, you're mine.
Ain't nothing to get head up by. Hey, calm down. Come on. Hey, enough. Easy. Go. Okay.
Or not. All right. So just remember to not lose sight of it, because if you do,
Okay.
it's gonna be a nightmare to find it again.
Whoa. Oh, damn. Enough. No, you don't. Stop.
All right.
Easy, boy.
Another horse is successfully broken. Again, this is another unique horse, really, really weird to find. The brindle, the brindle Arabian, with like white stripes, or yeah, like white lines, and that really nice looking copper coat. So that is your second special horse. That you can find. Now you have two Arabians, the most elite horses in the game, the fastest horses in the game, and the Mustang, which is also a very strong and very brave horse that will do you a lot of good. Where can you find this horse? You may be wondering. Like I said, right around here on top of the Wapiti Reservation. If you come here as Arthur Morgan, keep in mind that you're gonna be slowed down automatically by the game, so that way you don't like run Indians over or kill them with guns. So it's gonna take you a long time just going from this point to that point, because the game slows you down to like a ridiculous amount. All right. So now we have those horses. Now we're gonna go for the third. If I remember where it was, it should be somewhere around here. Brandywine Drop. I think this is where you would find it. Maybe somewhere along this the Kamasa River, or whatever you call it. You will find the next horse. So I'm gonna start here by Brandywine Drop. Yeah, let's start there. It's been a while since I had that horse. The horse we're about to go get is probably my least favorite, since it is so slow, but it is a nice looking horse nonetheless. So if you are looking for the aesthetics part of it, then the horse that we're about to go catch is a really pretty looking horse. So okay, there they are. Alright. But now, as we just discovered with John, you can basically go full speed across Wapiti. But you don't want to do that when you're kind of leading more than 3 horses at the time, because like I said, if you get far enough, one of your horses will just basically tell you to fuck off, and it will just take off on its own, and you'll never see it again. So yeah, don't do what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of showing you the locations of all the horses, and I'm gonna go try to sell them. And then I will show you how to either steal or buy the absolute and ultimate best horse in the whole game, which is another Arabian. Now some people say, oh, you actually bought much faster with this. Does that mean that I lost? Oh yeah, you see, so now the white Arabian doesn't even show up as my main horse anymore, but it will still follow me though. Hopefully I don't lose it along the way. Yeah, still responding to my call, so I'm gonna have keep checking on him, make sure he just doesn't run off on me. Um, Maybe we'll take turns riding one or the other. So yeah, like this game doesn't really want you to have more than two horses at the same time, or at least not be out there riding them at the same time. Just something to keep in mind if you try to collect all the unique horses, that some of them will get lost and will just run off on you if you are carrying too many of them. Alright, they're still following, that's good.
We're off.
In this map, if you follow those birds, all the way to where they go, you will meet a giant. Or I don't know if it's the mountain itself will speak to you. It's kind of weird. I don't know, this game has all kinds of Easter eggs that I'm sure nobody has like 100% found out. So yeah, you will have to follow all those birds, and then like there's this really interesting dialogue between you and I think Bigfoot or a giant or something like that, but you never actually get to see you just hear the voice coming out of the mountain, you know. So, and we do know that in this game, like giants and Bigfoot exist. That's one thing I wish they do for either Red Dead Redemption 3, if it ever releases, or Red Dead Online, is bring back like the cryptids, because that was a lot of fun to play in Red Dead Redemption 1. I don't know if you ever played that game or if you recall, like in the Undead Nightmare DLC, you were able to like catch Bigfoot and the chupacabras, and there was even a unicorn and the horses of the apocalypse and all that. That was a lot of fun. I wish they bring that kind of DLC back. At this point, I wish they do anything with Red Dead Online, really. That doesn't involve you having to like pretty much play the game endlessly for no reason. Yeah, I think the giant is up there or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while since I went looking for that Easter egg. But like you see, like it's those little details. Like you have to follow the birds that will take you all the way to the giant, and things like that. That's why I think I love this game so much. Is like all those little things that you can discover throughout the map and around the world. And I'm sure there's still things that haven't been figured out yet. So maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll find a new secret, well, in this live stream. So. Another thing that really stands up to me about this game and all the attention to details is like details such as like if you were here in the earlier chapters of the game, which plays many years. Well, there goes my Arabian, I guess. I wonder where he got. Okay, follow me, come on. I guess I'll ride you then. So like I was saying, in this game, it is amazing, like all the amount of attention to details. Oh, I see. Okay, so if they don't see me, then they won't follow me. All right. So actually, there's a solution for them, which is you will lead the horse instead of mounting it, and go slow so that the other two can see you, and that way they will not get lost. But like now you see that if you have more than one horse,
Hey, come here.
and you are going through like a little bit of a curvy road like this, then one of them will get lost. Especially me, who, you know, I don't have the patience to really wait, so I just kind of go fast. But now they can see me for sure. Okay.
All right, girl.
Okay, we'll take him all the way up here,
Saddle.
and then go get the other one. See, this is gonna take much longer than I anticipated. Oh, what a goddamn nightmare this is gonna be.
Easy there.
Okay, very slow. Again, if your horse loses sight of you, and it is not one out of your two main horses, whether because you're mounting it or because he has the saddle on you, you will lose that horse. So you might not want to you might not want to do what I'm doing right now and taking several with you at the same time. And I want to hurry too because I don't want it to get like dark in the game. Because one, it makes it easy, it makes it a lot harder to see the horses, and two, um, I don't even know if they will spawn in the night. But maybe they will. But that is another thing that I was talking about, like the attention to details stuff. Like some of these animals will only come out when when it's the right time of day, or maybe even the appropriate weather conditions. So yeah, it's a hard game to, especially like the Red Dead Online. I'm been trying to get all the legendary animals. There's like 48 of them. Um, but it is really challenging because they just spawn whenever they feel like it, really. It's not like a for sure thing that if you go to said location in the map, it will be there. It's not. You know, sometimes they spawn outside of the, you know, like the little area where they're supposed to, and you know, they have to have a preferred weather condition to spawn and a preferred time of the day as well. So yeah, like Harriet will feed you some of those missions, like the naturalist role will feed you some of those missions, to where you go find about half of the animals, but the other half is just only on free roam, and you have to be free roaming to encounter them. Okay, and there goes at least one of my horses, I guarantee it.
Let's get.
Of course. So my white Arabian is probably officially lost forever since he got spooked by some kind of wild animal. But you get the idea. Man, I wonder if he left any tracks. Oh, oh, there you are. All right, right on.
Come on, lady.
Oh man, if if I'm actually able to take all these horses at once to the horse fence.
I'm just about sick of robbing broke idiots.
All this country and
Here.
you bump into me?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's following me anymore. Let's try it.
Evening.
It's not. Okay, don't follow me. Stay there.
Let's go, girl.
There you go.
Here now.
And I guess another thing you could do is lasso the horse and just lead it that way. He will follow you that way if you do that. So he has no choice. Alright, so yeah, this is probably not the spot. I remember seeing that horse. Oh, it actually might be. But it should be right there. Actually, I can see it now. So they do spawn even in the night, so that's good. It's right there. Now here comes the big question: how do I get over there without losing all my horses? Let me try something. Alright guys, now we're gonna catch the third unique, very rare horse, and that is the Perlino Andalusian. So this is like a horse that has the coat very similar to the Count from the main story. It is not as hard to tame for sure, and like I said, it's not that great of a horse anyways. It doesn't really have those really good stats, but it does look really pretty. It's probably one of the prettiest horses in the game. And it will spawn right there, as you see. So you might want to try the stealth approach with it, otherwise it will throw you off into the water there.
Oh, hello there.
In order to do that, you have to call them first and then start calming them down. Make sure they don't run away on you.
Relax.
Keep calming them down.
Now remember, we're friends.
And again, now it's time to try to break the horse.
Enough of that. Like that, is it?
Like I say, this one is kind of easier to tame because even if he bucks you off, he doesn't really have that much anywhere else to go to run away. So he will probably find it again. Oh, of course that will happen to me.
God damn it.
And we have officially lost him. Well, because I have lost it, you do have to wait. We do have to wait 3 in-game days in order for it to spawn again. So if we said we left for like 30 minutes and came back, the horse will not be there. But that is the other kind of special, unique horse that you can find.
Okay.
I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get to, but I'm coming back. Don't you worry. Wherever it went, is that it?
Whoa.
Let me check. Oh, that's just a turkey. I don't know how you confuse a horse with a turkey, but oh well. Well, so this is the other spot where you'll find the Andalusian. It typically never has done that, which it just did to me, which is throw me off the thing, but I guess it can happen. And the exact spot where you will find it is right here, like right in this space between like the R and the mountains and the river. This is where you will find the Perlino Andalusian. One really pretty horse is like completely blonde with blue eyes and a really nice coat. Alright, well, let's go sell what we have so far, and then we can come back and get the other ones. Now, if you have 2 horses or more, I definitely don't recommend you doing the fast traveling thing because you will lose them. And because it's kind of a pain in the ass to get all the way here from where I am right now, I think I'm just going to sell them at the nearest stable, which pays less, but it will save me time. And of course, I cannot and should not be riding around with all these horses because, like I said, they have a tendency to just kind of run away from you if you have more than 2. So, but of course, your main horse, which is the one that has your saddle, will never run away from you, no matter what, unless you know, lose him or whatever in, say, like combat. Then yeah, the horse will be gone forever. Okay, so there's some kind of threat up ahead. So there's 2 bounty hunters, 3 of them. But if I take on them, then I'll probably lose all my horses again. So this is why this game is. Oh man, this is a pain in the ass. All right, let me just go around it then. It's kind of ridiculous when you are being chased by bounty hunters. All you kind of have to do is just ride far away enough to where I guess they don't see you, and if you do, then they will just dismiss you and forget about you, and you'll never see them again. So yeah, I don't know why this horse is trying so hard to piss me off. But whatever the reason, it's really accomplishing it. So come on. Alright, so where was I going again? I'm going right here. Alright, not too far. So if you do catch the Perlino Andalusian, which is again is right by the R, but not that R, this R, then this is how far you have to make it to stable it or sell it. So now, if you are new to this game and you are constantly being harassed by bounty hunters that are trying to collect the bounty on you and catch you and put you in prison or kill you, there's several tips I think I should give you. One is you can totally surrender to them. The way to do it is just don't pull your guns on them and just you hit L2 if you're playing on a PlayStation 4, and it will give you the option to surrender. I think with triangle. But if you don't want to deal with the hassle altogether, you can go to nearest post office and pay your bounty. If you pay your own bounty, then there's no reason for them to be after you. So you can play more freely in the world. Just remember that if you commit another crime again, wait, what is that? That if you commit another crime again and they catch you or they see your face, what is this? I've never been down here. Oh man, but if I go, I'll lose a horse for sure. But I feel like there's something there that is cool, so fuck it. Yeah, I've never been down here. I wonder what this is. Where am I in the map? By the way, when going down the stairs, the ladders, you can go faster depending on the ladder. If you press X, I think so. But not these ones because... Oh, it's just a mine. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything interesting up here. And there's nothing we can loot either, so... That was a big waste of time. Hopefully my horses didn't run out of me. Alright. So now comes the fun part, which is... Oh, okay. There you go.
Missy.
Okay. Come on. And of course there's a predator nearby who's going to spook one of them. So we better hurry. And that's another horse tip for you if you're new to the game, and that is that if you don't want to go through the hassle of finding these horses in the wild or buying a super expensive one, you can just collect a really high bounty. And if you collect a really high bounty by just committing crimes all over the place, the bounty hunters that will come after you will A, have a lot more cash on them, so when you loot them, they will you're gonna have a lot more money, and also B, be riding the most elite of the horses. So you will get the best horses if you collect a really high bounty, and you just kill the bounty hunters that come after you somehow, because they're gonna come in hordes of like 10 or 20, and then of course steal their horse after. Alright, so there is mine, and it sells for $48. Not a bad price at all. So let's go ahead and sell this one.
If you ain't got papers, I can't give you much. I've been burned before.
Actually, I wonder what horses they have for sale here. Also, they have the one I was trying to catch, but with a different coat and Andalusian. So as you can tell, not the best stats. And this is the what coat is this? Rose gray. All right. So yeah, tons of new horses become available once you beat the game. So the Ardennes, this is the bravest horse in the whole game. It's really hard for it to actually throw you off if it feels threatened. So yeah, this is definitely good if you plan on getting a lot of trouble in the game. And then there's this Dalmatian looking one. I never really liked it. I think it's a really ugly design, and I know there's horses that look like this, but I don't like this design at all. So what is my other horse? So this is the Tiger Stripe Bay. Again, you will find this horse in the desert, and it sells for only $18. It's really not that good of price. But I'm gonna go ahead and sell him anyways, just because I want money.
You only
And
live once, lest you're...
I'm gonna go out and bring the... Oh, there you are. Scared me there for a second.
Let's go, boy.
I'm gonna go ahead and saddle this one up so I can maybe go find the other ones. But like I said, sometimes the game will have you wait like 3 in-game days in order for them to spawn again. So it's likely I will not actually find them, but you know. So
no papers, huh?
I'm still gonna try.
I can't give you full price on account of that might be stolen.
Alright, so my safest bet will probably be to camp nearby and just wait. Sometimes they'll have some good horses out here too, so I'm gonna camp, give the horse some time to spawn, and test the theory that you do have to wait 3 days before they spawn again. So I'm gonna test that theory right now. If it doesn't spawn again after all the hours I'm going to be either sleeping or whatever, then we know that it is true, and the horse only spawns 3 days after you lose it, if you lose it. So okay, so let's sleep 19 hours. Alright, so now we're gonna tear down our camp. I wonder if you just leave your camp up, if you'll still be available for you to use it later. Alright, so the location of the Perlino was around the R, so right exactly here. So it's been 19 hours or probably more since our last encounter, and since it threw me off the damn waterfall. So we'll see. If it's not there, then it is true that you have to wait 3 days before they spawn again, which is a damn shame. I know they're kind of like little something curious to share with you all. If you wait until Actually, we might be able to see it if we're quick with this, but maybe not. If you go to where is it? If you go to the little village where like everybody's all crazy and shit, this Butcher Creek's right here. Around 4 a.m. and it is 1 a.m. right now, I think. So I probably will not make it, but maybe I'll try. But it's definitely far away. If not, then I'll show it to you guys in the next live stream or something. If you come here around 4 a.m., remember how the town folks were saying that they're possessed by demons and that they have, like the devil lives among them or whatever. But Arthur realized that what the problem with the people from the village was is that they were drinking contaminated water that was coming here, and that's why like the legendary fish was like all zombie looking and all that. But actually, if you go here at 4 a.m., you will see the mark of the devil uh, on the ground, and it like lights up on fire or whatever. So I guess they are actually marked by demons, which is kind of cool. Alright, so I don't know where I'm going. It's right here. Alright, let's test this theory out. See if you actually do have to wait 3 days for the unique horses to spawn again.
It's never too late.
The blind man, if you give him money, he will tell you like things about your future. And there's like several of them actually. There's a black woman, a blind woman in the swamps that will also tell you like some creepy shit. This game has some creepy shit in it too. Like there was a vampire as well you could catch in Saint Denis if you like inspect all different graffiti on the walls of the city and stuff like that. But those little secrets and little Easter eggs, like I don't know how, like I personally discovered some of them on my own, but others I definitely heard about and went to check them out for my own because, like, who finds these out? Like, that's just so much work, man. It just takes so long for you to actually find this shit out. So many hours of you just free roaming. So more power to them for sure. Alright, so here is the spot again. And is there a horse? Yes, there is actually. Oh no, that's another turkey. I don't know why I'm always confusing turkeys with horses now. No, so yeah, I guess. Or is it down there? Can't tell anymore. Let me go down there. Yeah, this should be the spot. And as you can see, there is no horse. So it is true, you do have to wait about 3 whole days in order for the unique horses to spawn again. So if you come across any of them, make sure to catch them on the spot and don't let them go, otherwise you're gonna have to wait 3 whole days for them to spawn again. And one more time, I'm gonna show you on the map where to find all of them. So right here under the R, it's the you will find the Perlino Andalusian, the really pretty horse, but really slow, not good stats at all. So I'm not really worried about that. The one I'm riding though is the Brindle Arabian, and you will find it exactly up here, right here. You have to get past the Wapiti Indian Reservation and get all the way up here. That's where you find it. That's the one I'm riding. In my opinion, the rarest and one of the most beautiful horses. The White Arabian will be located right here on this side of the Lake Isabella. It's really tough to see because of the snow and because it is completely white. So you might not be able to catch it if you don't use your eagle eye or something like that. And of course, finally, the most beautiful horse of the whole game, The red chestnut Arabian will be found in this whole forest area west of Owangila Lake, and this horse is really hard to tame. It's really tough horse, so just keep that in mind. And those are your unique horses. Now we're gonna go get the best, the ultimate best horse in the whole game. Will be located in this stable right here, Blackwater. Every stable has different horses, by the way. If you try to buy horses from the Saint Denis stable, they're gonna be different than the horses from Blackwater stable. And in my opinion, the Blackwater stable has the best horses, which makes it impossible for Arthur to have the best horses because he cannot visit past this river border here. If he does, he gets shot by invisible snipers, like I said. So we're gonna go to Blackwater now, and we're going to get the best horse. And like I said, because I don't like paying for things, I am going to go ahead and
There,
steal it.
boy.
And I will show you how to do that. And in fact, I am just gonna fast travel up there. Let me see. I wonder if I can do that with my camp. I think I used to be able to. I don't know if I can anymore or not. So. Oh yeah, you can. So you will be traveling to Blackwater. Alright, now let's go check out the best ultimate horse in the whole game, the fastest horse. What the hell is... I thought he was like dancing the gangman style or whatever the fuck. Alright, so anyways, the stable is right here. Alright, so let me show you what the horse is and then I'll show you how to steal it.
Well, who do we have here? That's a fine steed.
Alright, so
Got some stable space for rent?
right here you have the Missouri Foxtrotter, again another elite horse, one of the best ones in the game. Very rare. I mean, it does spawn sometimes for Arthur if you are lucky, but it's very rare, and usually when it does, it's dead. Is one unique horse called Biscuit. Sometimes it spawned dead, and sometimes for some reason, for some people, it has spawned alive. It never has for me, so. But yeah, this is another beautiful horse, really good stats, some of the best too. Then there's a Turkmen. There's also a way to get this horse early in the game from mission. I did do it, but I ended up losing the horse. But I did steal it from the Braithwaites in Rhodes. So there's a method to do it as well. Check out some of my videos. I don't remember which one because I played so many hours of this game. But somewhere in my whole catalog of videos, you will find a way to get this horse. And here it is. This is the absolute best horse in the whole game. And if you saddle him up, it will be even better. So yeah, this is the best horse. Let's check out the info. Is the Rose Gray Bay Arabian, and it is superior handling and all that. And as you see, it's very much more expensive than I can afford. So, given that, I am going to steal it. Alright, so how do you steal a horse from a stable? At least how you used to be able to. Honestly, I haven't tested this since the latest update, so there's still a possibility that they somehow patch this up, which it can happen. So there's two things you can do right now. If I steal this wagon, I can do it with the wagon, but because I'll get caught, then the whole town will go into lockdown and I'll have to wait. So you might want to steal either a wagon that's out of view, or a wagon that is out from outside of the city, or I can just steal a wagon and go hide and wait until, you know, time passes and the town is not on lockdown anymore, and then I will use that to steal it. So I see a wagon on the move up there, and that's just exactly what I need. I'll let it get far enough to where nobody will see me, and so therefore the town will not go into lockdown. And you gotta be careful because there's like witnesses everywhere. There's always snitches just prowling around. So you want it to get far away enough to where you're not longer considered to be in the town, and because if you commit crimes in the town, then the businesses will go into lockdown and you cannot access them anymore. And there's actually two of them, and actually one the bigger one because it might work better for what I'm trying to do. Alright, if you kill one, you're gonna have to kill the other one inevitably, because if you don't, then that person will, oh, just what I was gonna do. So yeah, I'm done waiting, so I'm gonna kill the drivers, but make sure you kill both of them, otherwise one of them will snitch on you for sure. So I'm going after the big one. I don't really care that much for the small one. So. Alright, now here's how at least you used to be able to steal horses from the stable. Like I said, this might work, this may not work. It's been a while since I tried this method. Who? Now who witnessed it? Alright, so whoever is trying to escape from me. Alright, and as you can see, once you killed the witnesses, was that my... No. Once you kill the witnesses, then you're no longer wanted, because, of course, they cannot call the police on you. Alright, so now finally, hopefully, I can do this. So hopefully this method will work again. If not, then we'll try it again one more time. Because it can be a little bit hard to do. But like I said, you definitely need a big stagecoach for this. If you try to use the small one, I think it might not work. But I've only ever tried it once, and I pulled it off successfully. So. Alright, locate the stable, which I believe is to my left. Is this? Okay, not the far building to the left. Yeah, the far building to the left. Um, and then look at what the entrances are, and you're basically gonna block one of the entrances. Once you do that, for some reason the game will glitch and it will allow you to kind of sneak in there. And of course they're gonna call the police on you, so you might want to have your other horse, your main horse, ready, because you're gonna most likely take the saddle from him and saddle up the new one. So this is another method for all of you broke players who don't have enough money to buy horses, but you want the best horses in the game. And this is what you do. You can either get him from the wild, or you can steal him. I don't know if it's gonna work with this guy here, but in theory this is what you do.
Hello,
you block the entrance, and now you are inside of the stable. I guess they did patch it. Let me try one more time.
That's a good horse.
But of course my wagon's gone. So it used to be that if you block the entrance right there with the stagecoach, you know, you were kind of able to sneak in there easily.
A coin, some food, just talk to me.
I guess not anymore. Let me try with a smaller one, see if... before he gets to the couple police, of course. Okay, so the business is closed.
Steady now. Hey, come on, move it. Christ. Bastard.
Alright. Well, that's a shame. You used to be able to do them. Unless maybe this entrance will be better. I'll try this entrance later. Let me try this with this stagecoach. Again, if you do get a wanted, if you get wanted, then you have to get out of sight, get out of the red area. Wait until the wanted expires completely, and then you can head back. Now the question is whether or not the stable opened up again.
Why are you being like this?
What is this all about?
Okay, you kind of block the entrance.
Sore over me beating his ass at poker. Swears I was cheating. I just called luck.
Naturally.
Wow, they really want to make sure you don't have any fun, do they? Wow. Alright, well yeah, that used to be the glitch everyone was taking advantage of, and you were actually able to sneak in there and just grab the horse for yourself. No. Oh well, you guys, I guess ignore what I said earlier about this method, because it doesn't work anymore, and they actually killed the horse for it. So yeah, it's a shame they don't let us do this anymore. These little cheats used to be fun. But yeah, so that's where you guys will find the best horses. Like I said, most unique horses on the map. And then that horse that you used to be able to steal, now you have to pay, and it costs exactly $1,200, and it is the best horse in the game. All right, so now to the next thing that I was gonna do, which is catch another legendary fish, and that was gonna be here in Aurora Basin. I'm almost kind of done with the whole compendium. Let me see where we at as far as progress. Um, so for the fish, so yeah, I only need 3 more of the legendary fish, and I wonder where they could be. I know those probably not that many more bodies of water left that I haven't checked out. And usually when you go to a lake where the legendary fish is, it will tell you, well, there's nothing here in this river, so maybe that's where I will find the next one. And I haven't seen any of them in Lake Don Julio, so those could be the remaining ones. So let's go catch us that legendary fish. And who knows, maybe by then the whole 3-day thing would have passed, and maybe the horses will be there again. I will try one more time, especially with the red one, which is the one that I'm most interested in getting, since it is without a doubt the cutest horse in the whole game. Well, that was an abrupt change. And if you do play Red Dead Online, just so you know, you can find the best looking deer, legendary deer, for you to hunt. For that you can make a garment set with right here in this area. It's the oh, there's actually a stranger mission out here. I wonder what it is. Let me go check that out first, and then I'll go for the fish.
Quite a view.
Uh-huh. You know, this landscape, these views, this America, it holds us tight. And once we've seen it, we'll never know ignorance again.
Maybe.
It is that beauty, which really is the eternal beauty that is truth. This is God. Not the proof, but the thing. Not his work, but him. Wonderment is our morphine, I suppose. All us Americans dream of places. They are our God. Our dreams. Us, perhaps.
I suppose.
Forgive my crude naivete, but are you a cowboy, sir?
Not really. Kind of.
I am that most worthless of all creatures. A writer. A second guesser of our creator. A dreamer of others' dreams.
Okay.
Evelyn Miller.
Evelyn Miller? A man I knew. He was a great lover of your books.
Thank you. But you're not?
Most went a little over my head, I'm afraid, but some of the bits he read stuck with me.
I'm a terrible fraud, sir. Your friend was deceived. I am God's blithe plaything. And what a feeble game he has begun in me.
My mentor never saw things quite like that.
You know, I used to write in a study and teach at a university. I taught some Connecticut fops how best to appreciate their topiary. I was a gilded ape. I loathe the man I was. The man I am.
Guess we all live with certain ways of coping with what we've done in this life.
I enjoyed our conversation. There's a truth in you, sir, a rare truth. Treasure it. I'm living in a cabin over near Tanner's Reach. Come by sometime. Maybe we might talk some more.
Maybe I shall.
Good day.
Alright, is there nothing else going on around? No, the missions. Nope, alright. Yeah, so if you're coming down from that mountain, don't go that way. This will happen to you. I swear, if I had horses in real life, that'd be horrible.
Light the fires! We got one!
Yeah, fuck you. How many of these motherfuckers? Oh, man. Alright. What beautiful graphics this game has, for sure. Okay, so it should be right here. Let me see exactly where. Okay. So you can activate your eagle eye in order to kind of guess where the fish might be, the legendary fish, but it honestly never really works for me, so I just kind of guess. So this is a lake. It's important that you're using the right kind of lure, so like special lake lure. That will be the only thing that will attract the legendaries.
Okay, let's see what's what down there.
All right, this is kind of a workout, I'm gonna tell you, because when you kind of have to reel them fast, um, some of them might put up a fight. So, but another insane detail. It could be all in my head, to be honest. But one thing I noticed that if it's an actual detail from the game, it's pretty badass. It is that Arthur always says during the first few chapters of the game that he's a horrible fisherman, that he's really bad at fishing. Um, and in reality, when he does fish, he is much worse than with John. I find it that it's so much easier to fish with him than it is to fish with Arthur. Could be because, like Arthur says, he's just a bad fisherman. If it is done intentionally, then that is freaking awesome. I don't think this is a legendary,
You, sir, are a fish.
but I'll keep him just to. Let me see. Could be that little one over there. Sometimes you can typically tell if it is a legendary fish or not because of how easy it is to catch, how much of a fight it puts up. Um, so this might not be it either. I wonder if there's a specific spot where you have to stand in order to catch it.
All right. I'm gonna let you go.
Maybe if you need a boat for it as well, sometimes that can be the case. So yeah, I'm actually facing the wrong way according to the map. So if the map is anything to go by, then I should be facing this way.
Here we go. That's set. Look at you.
Let's try that spot.
Got something?
Alright, maybe this could be it.
Pleased to meet you.
I wonder if there's like a boat here I can steal.
Come on.
You know what? Actually, I think I see it.
Okay. Now we're fishing.
Yeah, this is probably not it either.
That is a fish.
Alright, I guess really only one spot left to check and it's like out here. You know what? It could be that huge thing out there. So I'll aim for it.
Who's biting?
This could be it. Alright.
Are you kidding me? Yes.
Alright, there you have it. The legendary
What are
rock
you?
bass.
Bass?
I'm keeping that one, of course. So, the legendary rock bass was reported inhabiting the Aurora Basin. The best way to attract this fish is using the special lake lures. Most sightings of the fish have occurred on the sunnier days. See, even sometimes the weather influences whether you catch them or not. And the legendary rock bass can weigh around 3 pounds with the length of the fish reaching 50 inches. Now this compendium looks really good. I only have about 2 more fish to discover. And that'll be all I need to do in order to complete that part of the compendium. So yeah, that's awesome. Alright. Alright, so let's see what's left to do before I go ahead and wrap it up for today. We did, the unique horses where they are located in the map, as well as the legendary fish. So I think that's gonna be it for today. Next time I'm going to go for the legendary cougar, which is the last one I need, I think. Let me see. Um, yeah, so out of all the legendaries, unless these are legendary animals, but I don't think they are. I already did the bull gator, the grizzly bear, the beaver, white bison that it's found near the white Arabian, the Tanka bison, boar, buck. This should be the cougar, panther. The legendary panther only unlocks after you finish all of your master hunter challenges. Moose, elk, fox, coyote, pronghorn, ram, and wolf. So yeah, unless these two are legendary animals, which I highly doubt, these last ones should complete the compendium and get me closer to the 60%, to the 100%, sorry, which I am at 84%. Now let's see what I need anyway. So I need to find 2 more gang hideouts. I need to complete the cigarette card sets, but I wonder if I have to also only one set. Okay. Find all the dinosaur bones. I'm pretty close to do that. Legendary fish. I'm pretty close to do that. Exotics. Alright, I need to work on that. Hunting requests. All of them? Oh wow, okay. And final the dream catcher. Alright, there's not much left to do. 84.3%, and the story is about 87% completed too. So yeah, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Alright guys, thank you for watching again. Thank you for visiting my channel. I'll have some more gameplay soon, as well as some other different video games I wanted to start playing again, and other ones that I haven't played at all yet, and that I'll be diving into soon. So thank you for watching again, and I hope I could entertain you for a little while, and I'll see you in the next one.